Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Sideline, look at the head coach of the Vikings. These guys hoping to make it 2 wins in a row this week. On the opposing sideline, that's head coach of the Patriots, Mike Vrabel. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And Thursday night primetime is underway. Showing a little burst so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. They're going to be led out by their quarterback in his rookie season out of Minnesota.
All the ingredients are there for him to have a big game. It's up really to he and his offense now to follow that recipe that so many other teams have against him this year. And really, jumping off to a quality start on the opening series could go a long ways.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 8 carries, good for 69 yards. Come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Jones. Here comes the pressure, and they take him down. Got him at the 31. Harold Landry. And that is their first of this game after they had 3 in last week's defeat. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, here's Jones. And that one's going to fall incomplete. That forces 4th down. And flipping through, Brock, that certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
Now on 4th down, one of the greats, Johnny Hecker, out to punt this away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So now it's the Patriots' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Bringing him out as the MVP runner-up from last season. Took the step into superstar status in year 2 here in the NFL. It's Drake May.
We should see him get over the 3,000-yard passing mark this season, and I know that he's not concerned about those numbers. You can't be. What they're more concerned about is the efficiency, the explosiveness, and ultimately, the points scored on that scoreboard today. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Here's May to the air. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. This is scooped up by the Vikings. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. They jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. The return comes to an end, and now let's hear what this flag is all about.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return, but he got caught, and it lessens the return instead.
Automatic first down.
The face mask penalty has him much further up now to begin this drive. Here's May. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Back to the air, it's May. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Well, they certainly needed to make some adjustments from last week, Brock, but one thing they didn't need to adjust, they just needed to emphasize again, was his involvement.
And as good as he was in that game, Kate, couldn't get the win, so you know what he wants. More.
May now to throw on third. And he's going to go down deep on his own side at about the 42. And it's Dallas Turner. And now it's going to be 4th and 13. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Baringer to do the honors. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. The Vikings and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Bigsby. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Run lost on a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Jones. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And that's his Vikings first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
They've got first down here from the 36. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
On second down, Jones buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that's going to be a Minnesota first down.
47-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Vikings.
Jones now to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup. Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4.
47-yard line.
Black now from the gun. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield on their own side.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Now Jones. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's 4th down.
You and I know, Kate, it's on average about 60 to 65 plays a game, somewhere between 10 and 12 third downs. And what you don't want to do is start 0 for 2 in that call.
Patriot offense headed back out as we take a look at offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. McDaniels, of course, a fixture here with the Pats as a coordinator. This is his 3rd stint, 15th total year in that role. He's won 6 Super Bowls with the franchise and nearly got a 7th last season in his first year back with them. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 22-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Maine looking to throw. He's going to keep it this time. And into the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5, Brock. That will bring up 3rd down.
I love that play. That's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
They'll send him over right. Made a throw it. He's making a bid for it. He's going to be hauled to the ground with a 1st down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Henderson here from the gun. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker,
yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. This is Henderson on 2nd down. He's got a gain of 6 there. Kevin Winston in on that tackle.
I'm not seeing any signs of wear on those legs. In fact, I think this running back likes getting his number called. Eventually, sure, you're going to have to spell him, but right now he's in a pretty good rhythm.
May. And they're able to get to him and take him down. So a sack is how our first quarter comes to an end. So we're through 1 as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. 7-0 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Ooh, they rocked him on that throw, and that's going to take most of the power out of it. The ball doesn't even get back to the line. It is second down. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. And this throw is going to be incomplete. Third down.
Hey, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anyone on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
They'll air it out on third. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they knock away another one. 3 straight passes, Brock failing to connect. That brings us to fourth down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Another punt brings Johnny Hecker back to the field. Mark to return for the Patriots. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Here's New England ready once again on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Henderson to open the drive. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Here's May on second. Left side into the hands of Dawes. And he is down inside the 35-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Off the play action, May. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he has just enough to get in. Touchdown, New England. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. That ties things at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Ty Felton here to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, Hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Marcus
Jones upping the pace here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard
They
line.
run it again with Bigsby. And forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the first down.
Overshown. It's a gain of 6. First down, Minnesota.
Again, it's Bigsby. And give him the first down, Brock. Great results. That snap goes for 17. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Jones looking to
And
throw.
the Vikings first down.
And he's going to go down. The Patriots get to him. Milton Williams. And that is 6 sacks for him this season.
A loss of 7 yards.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home that sack.
That's incomplete left side.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered Kane on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed right side to Addison. And they're going to give up 8, but never a serious threat to surrender that first. The stop brings around 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On for the field goal. A 59-yard
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. They snap it to McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. On 4th down, they come through. Big play there, 12-yard pickup, and this drive's rolling on.
A gain of 12.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. McCarthy throwing here. And this will wind up incomplete, so the failure to connect brings up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. He picks up 9 on some quality running there, and that brings up 3rd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he's able to get out of it. Defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Throw here, 3rd down. That one complete to Pitts. Scooped up by the Patriots. Now, no return after that recovery. They do get the fumble, but they're going to have it deep on their own side. Well, it was a very positive play to scoop up that fumble, but boy, he paid the price. He's hurt on the play and receiving some attention now. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. 1st and 10 for McCarthy. And he's 3 for 4 passing since coming into this one. Running behind center with Harris. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Throw is caught. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd of the year.
Minnesota.
So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Dicker on now for the PAT. No problems here as he sails this one through. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Patriots 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Here's May. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. More Thursday night primetime football in just a moment. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. May now. Throw left side, complete. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short, so expect a punt coming up here on 4th down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Starts the return at the 34. Jukes away from one. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Vikings taking the field on offense. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Harris gets it on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that 1st down. Give the tempo some hurry-up
A
offense.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. Down after a gain of about 5. That gives them a first down. Minnesota spends its second time out here.
First down,
And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
McCarthy looking to throw. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's McCarthy to throw. That's to his back, Nick Chubb. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on the previous play. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. And someone stepped in, it's intercepted! Picked off by Greg Wilson. And the Patriots will begin the 4th quarter with a football following the interception.
That's exactly what you're looking for. Back-to-back losses, and you want to help your team defensively. The best way you can do it is to take the ball away, gain an extra possession, and he did just that.
Now it looks like no last-second heroics here. He takes a knee. Time's going to expire in our opening half of play. And they will not snap it again as we have reached the end of our first half. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. Got a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field.
Cameron Dicker.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Miller on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Head coach Mike Vrabel ready in the Patriots for their next series. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit.
Jump
New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. Quick throw completed by May. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. I'll give him what looks like about 7.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. He dodged the tackle. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. He will go. Touchdown, New England.
You saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
Regalis on for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And we're back square. 14 apiece here. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Felton now to return this. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. Got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Carry by Harris here to start the drive. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
He was brought down at his 49.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
Now it's McCarthy. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down, so call it about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first.
8-yard pickup.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. Snared by his running back. It's Najee Harris. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
4 yards.
Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on 2nd down.
39-yard line.
Now McCarthy. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Well, you know the pick on that last drive, partner. He was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you're going to be more interceptions.
That's caught. This is Addison. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. The Vikings with a big play. And now they have a 1st and goal. A pitch out to Harris. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game.
And they're going to take him down. Pressure gets to him at the 15. It's Joshua Farmer. It's going to be a loss of 7. Brings up an even tougher now, 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Dicker connects there, and they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Miller on the return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really being the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Here's made in the air. It is caught left side. And he's going to be driven across that sideline, picking up close to 5 on the play. It's 2nd down. So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The pitch to Stevenson. And they're going to have the 1st down. Nice chunk of yards there. Give him about 17 of them.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. They'll try the right side. Here's Henderson. He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. It's going to be 1st down New England. We've set it down from the 37.
That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, a gift to Stevenson. Pushing for the red zone. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They go again with Stevenson. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, May. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry is 4 through the air this season. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. They jump ahead by 4.
Vikings 17.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Felton now to return this. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They begin the drive with Chubb. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 39-yard line.
Working on second down. McCarthy to the right, hauled in by Jefferson. Stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And that's going to give the Vikings a first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
They're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that is a Vikings first down.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
They've got first down here from the 36. Off play action. It's McCarthy. The left side is caught by Stribley. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. McCarthy throwing here. Here's a screen now for Chubb. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. So we've hit the end of this third quarter for this Thursday night primetime game. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Back to the line they come, second down. McCarthy to throw it. And this is incomplete. Had it for a second, but the hit broke up the catch, and now it's third down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. Needs to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And lead now up to a field goal.
24, Patriots 21.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here comes Williams on the return. Off to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, New England. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Corey Gallis with the point after. They jump ahead by 4.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Vikings 24.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings now set to take the field. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. And that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Here's McCarthy on second. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and that hit knocks it free, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And he's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They run it from the gun with Chubb. Still going past the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 33. They got 21 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First down, Minnesota.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches. Maybe some fist pounds, too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
Throwing on second down, it's McCarthy. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up second and goal. Here's another for him. And he can't punch it in. Man, the defense punches back, sticks him at the 2. Great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of fronts that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing that, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Caught just shy of the goal line. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone. New England bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
In truth, Kate, kind of felt like he was lucky to get what he got right there. The pressure from this defense to go get that safety, it was on. And that same pressure, well, they're not going to back down here on second down as well.
Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. Third down upcoming.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
May looking to throw. Has his man. It's Dobbs. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
That's good.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. He's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Now a shotgun handoff to Stevenson. Brought to the ground finally after a gain of about 17 yards. And that gives the Patriots a first down.
Well, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Patriots up by 4. First and 10 from the 43. Stevenson with another carry. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock. It might see them burn a timeout. All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
A give up the middle to Stevenson. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
Does the reams of data have really grown, Kate, and this game is becoming more analytical by the Sunday? I think we have learned that running volume matters. You can't get away from the run game, especially after a negative play. I like that call.
He'll look to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds, so that clock is going to stop, Brock, but it's not going to matter. They've got the first down. This game is over.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Running a counter, Stevenson. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. A give left side to Stevenson. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. The give inside to Stevenson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Big moment here for Andres Borregales. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away.
41-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Okay, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. Back to throw. He's got it at the 30. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, hopefully they know the choice already, Brock, because we all want to know, are they playing for OT here? They're going to play for the win. What do you do?
Yeah, I think that's well said. I think they have already made that choice. You know, the really good teams, you take the emotion out of it, just like really good businesses. You've made this decision. You know what you want to do, and now we all wait it.
PAT and a make would tie us up late. And before the snap comes, there's the official signal for a timeout. Defense taking the opportunity to try and ice him and try to give this crowd one more chance to make an impact, provide some noise before this attempt. On for the PAT and a make would tie us up late. Oh, it's no good. Wow, they got the touchdown. They chose to play for the tie and not the lead. But they're going to remain down by 1 after they miss. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And the Patriots are there to bring in the kick, and that should just about do it in this one. Into the red zone. And he will score with almost no time left, and that should clinch the win. Dallas on for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. And lead is up to 8.
Makes the score.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap. Down to their last snap here. One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. It's intercepted. That will do it. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover... Stan, we've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. That's no way to end a game, right, Brock? Can't have a defensive penalty on the final play, so an untimed down coming up. Here he goes, one final shot. Cut near the goal line. And it's stopped. What an ending we almost just witnessed. But they got to him before he could reach that end zone. This game's over. So this is a win for the Patriots. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the ones.
I don't read the newspapers because they all have ugly prints.
At the start.